Hi, I'm Katherine Kasdorf, Associate Curator of Arts of Asia and the Islamic World at the Detroit Institute of Arts. I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy as they explore the DIA from home. One of the treasures of the DIA's Asian collection is a Buddhist manuscript from Eastern India, produced around 860 years ago. It contains a text called The Perfection of Wisdom in 8,000 Verses, and its illustrations show Buddhist deities and scenes from the life of the Buddha. Its 250 pages are made of palm leaf cut to a uniform size. Palm leaf was one of the most common media for books in South Asia before paper became widespread. The book is unbound, but when the pages are stacked, the holes at the center of each line up so that the string or rod can hold them together. It's rare for palm leaf manuscripts of this age to survive in their entirety, and we're lucky to have the complete work. We're also fortunate to know a number of interesting details about its production and later life, thanks to information recorded at the end of the text. As you'll see, the manuscript moved around quite a bit before coming to the DIA in 1927, and even underwent a conservation treatment in the 1600s. Now, the patron who commissioned the manuscript in about 1160 CE was a nun named Mahashri Bhadra. Women as well as men were important supporters of Buddhist material culture in the 1000s and 1100s in eastern India, and nuns like Mahashri Bhadra must have had considerable financial resources at their disposal to enable such patronage. We also know the name of the scribe who copied the manuscript's Sanskrit text. He was called Sridharaka, and he was from a town called Goshaligrama. Now, we aren't completely sure where this location is, but the scholar Gina Kim has suggested that it might be a town now called Goswaran in the present-day state of Bihar. This place isn't far from Nalanda, a place made famous as a center of Buddhist scholarship during the period. Now, Buddhists from all over Asia came to Nalanda for study and to the wider region for pilgrimage to places like Bodh Gaya, the site of the Buddha's enlightenment. Buddhists from this part of India also traveled to other places in the network of monastic centers of learning. At some point in time, a traveler brought our manuscript to Nepal, where it was kept and treasured for centuries. In fact, the manuscript's wooden covers were made in Nepal in the 1400s or 1500s. The upper cover is especially worn from generations of handling. Its outer face also bears traces of sacred substances once applied to it during worship. Buddhist manuscripts like this one are honored as sacred objects as well as being used for reading and recitation. One particular occasion of the manuscript's worship is recorded in the last two lines of folio 249 in an inscription dated 1687 CE. This ceremony may have been performed in connection with the conservation of pages that were damaged from years of handling. Repairs from this time are especially noticeable in folio 126. On one side, which has only text, Nepalese paper replaces nearly half the area of the palm leaf. On the other side, which features a scene from the Buddha's life story, the person who made the repairs was careful to preserve as much of the original illustration as possible, just as conservators today would do. The next record we have of our manuscript comes in the 1920s, when it was in the collection of P. Jackson Higgs, a New York dealer. Higgs donated the manuscript to the DIA in 1927, the same year that the museum opened the doors of its current building on Woodward Avenue. Since 2018, with the opening of the new Asian galleries, folios from the manuscript, as well as the covers, have been featured in the DIA's Gallery of Buddhist Art. DIA staff change the light-sensitive pages every 6 months, so on one visit you might see an illustration of the Buddha taming a mad elephant, and another time you might see the Buddha accepting an offering of honey from a monkey. We look forward to welcoming you back to the DIA soon, but until then, we hope you'll enjoy exploring treasures from our collection like this one online.